Meanwhile, the violent left has made another appearance in Berkeley, California. A planned anti-Marxism rally on Sunday was canceled because of fears of left-wing violence. Those fears turned out to be justified. Thousands of marchers showed up. Thanks to the presence of Antifa anarchists, things got violent very fast. Watch. Joey Gibson organized the Patriot Prayer Rally that was supposed to be held on Saturday but was canceled due to fears of violence, again, fears that turned out to be justified. Gibson was in Berkeley on Sunday, and while there, he was pushed, punched, pepper sprayed, assaulted. The police looked on while a lot of this took place. Check out this video from his group's YouTube page. Later, police were seen... Later, police detained Gibson and his friend. According to the LA Times, they're arrested for, quote, running at police, one of the most misleading news stories ever published. Police themselves told the San Francisco Chronicle the two were not arrested, but instead were rescued from dangerous protesters. Not exactly clear what happened. That's why we wanted to have Joey Gibson back on the show. He joins us tonight. Joey, a good friend of mine, Matt Labash, as a reporter, was covering you, called me last night after all this happened and said he'd never seen anything like it. This violence just erupted out of nowhere so fast, all aimed at you. Couple obvious questions. There are police all around. Why did none of them come to your aid as you were being beaten in the head and pepper sprayed?
Well, we've talked to quite a few police officers. Most police officers, they join the force because they want to help people out in these situations. Yeah. Unfortunately, there's people higher up who are not allowing them to do it. Trust me, they didn't want to stand around and just watch, okay? We have mayors all over California and in this country that are using the police forces for their own political gain.
Did you I just want to be totally clear. This is the third time you've been on this show. You've been repeatedly described as an alt-right figure, a white supremacist, a white nationalist. You've said that none of that is true, and I believe you. I just want to be clear. Did you say anything provocative, use racial slurs? Did you say anything before you were just pepper sprayed and hit in the head?
No, we constantly preach love. It's our thing. That's what we want to do. We want to preach love, unity, and peace. These things are really important. We have to have that in our country. We walked in there, you know, giving the peace sign with our hands up. Now, we knew that there was a potential that people would try to, you know, assault us. But that's why we had our hands up, because we didn't want to be aggressive. You know, we didn't want to go in there like we want to fight. We just want to be able to go in there and exist in America. That's all we want to do. We want to be able to exist in the middle of a public park, you know, in Berkeley, you know, or wherever that may be. And we were around a bunch of moderate liberals who were holding signs like love and peace and like nonviolence and all this stuff. And then they just sit there and watch, you know, Antifa just barge in there and just start attacking all of us. And I'm just wondering, you know, moderate left, like how long are you going to stay silent on Antifa? Okay. The politicians, the mayor of Berkeley, the mayor in San Francisco, Nancy Pelosi, you know, Feinstein, all of you, how long are you going to stay silent on Antifa? Because in their silence, it's almost like they're just using Antifa to their benefit to attack free speech.
Well, they're cowards. That's exactly right. They're cowards. One of the most upsetting things I've seen on tape in a long time is the end of the video that we just showed, where you're walking backward with your hands up. Someone throws a bottle of urine at you. Someone else hits you. There are police officers directly behind you. They do nothing. And then you wind up in handcuffs. How did that happen?
I think that what they're trying to do is they're trying to just de-escalate the situation, and I think that we're also in a secure area too. So I think they just want to put cuffs on us and walk us away to kind of see what's going on. Once they understood the situation, they took the cuffs off and they just started rinsing us off in a hose because I was pepper sprayed like 5 times.
Did anyone get arrested? We're watching the video now. If you're getting hit in the head with a pole, there you are getting pepper sprayed. Did any of those people get arrested?
I don't know. I know there's about 13 arrests yesterday. I don't know if any of that had to do with me, but we got to understand, man. There was journalists just getting beat in the streets for like 5 minutes. I mean, it was horrendous. It's a horrible thing that happened yesterday. I think America, you got to understand. Like a lot of people think that if you just leave Antifa alone, just don't talk about them and they'll just go away. No, we got to stand up to Antifa. You got to talk to your politicians. Say, do you support Antifa? Do you support their violent tactics? I mean, guys, if you go on YouTube and you search up the film, there is horrendous things that happened yesterday. And this is America. Okay, this is America. This is where we should be able to go and just exist in public, say our part, just speak, just be Americans without the threat of violence, without people dressed in all black, covering up their faces, just beating people up, beating them to the pulp. I mean, there's a lot of horrible injuries yesterday.
This is a political militia that is doing the bidding, in effect, of Nancy Pelosi and Governor Jerry Brown and the mayor of Berkeley and all these supposedly mainstream Democratic politicians. And this is a militia hurting American citizens for saying what they think. It's terrifying. Joey, you're a brave man. I appreciate your coming on tonight again.
Thank you.